Very good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pathfinders Training, Stock Market Training. I'm Yogeshwar Vashishtha. People are joining. Can all of you hear me properly and see the screen properly, guys? Give me a write yes in the chat box if you can hear me properly and see the screen properly. Fantastic. Good to see all of you here. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes for people to join in. A few admin facts. This is a 90-minute session. It will finish at 1 o'clock. The session recording is not provided, so please pay attention. And the chat is private, means whatever you write is visible to me only. Others can't see it, so you can freely write in the chat box. Which city are you from, guys? कौन से शहर से हैं आप? Okay, Mumbai, Pune, Nepal. Wow, that's great. Hyderabad. Mohammed is from Hyderabad. Kanyakumari, Thane. Great. I'm from Mumbai, Thane. I stay in Hiranandani Estate, Rodas Enclave. And I started my career as a civil engineer from IIT Roorkee. I've done my MTech in geotechnical engineering in 1989. Then I was a scientist in Government of India for 2 years. Then I became an NRI. I started working for a company called Skanska, and that's the only company I worked from 1992 to 2006 in various countries of the world. Started developing stock market as a hobby in Sri Lanka in the year 2002. Then when I was in Peru, I decided to take it more seriously and enrolled myself in an online course of Pristine Academy of USA and trained under them for 5 years. And then came back to India, became a full-time trader, then became a part of an international group of traders, then became a coach. So, and I trade my own money only. My simple logic is those who know how to make money don't require others' money. And those who says give your money to me, they don't know how to trade. So let's come to the market and start, you know. And I see here a lot of my old students are also here. What are you doing, guys? You're trained. You're already good. So let me see in my polls. Okay. Have you done my course before? I've just launched a survey, so I know how many old students are attending my training. Purely out of respect, thank you very much. You already are trained, but I can see there are almost 25% old students. Welcome, guys. So good to, it gives me a lot of motivation. So good to have all of you here. So great, let's start here. And these days, people are a little scared. And we are not scared at all because we sold our full portfolio in September 2024. Because at that time, the Warren Buffett ratio had reached 127% of India, and the US Warren Buffett ratio was close to 210%. I'll talk about these, you know. And now we are sitting on a nice pile of cash, and we have started investing now again when the levels are coming. So I'll talk about that. Atul Shah, do you recognize me? Yes, Atul. तो मेरी क्लास में बहुत सारे सवाल पूछते थे. Okay, but I like those. So yes, I recognize you. Great, guys. So let's start now. Everybody is here, and let's move into the market now. This is a 90-minute session. and we will focus on having stock market as a skill of making money, as a second source of income. I always recommend stock market as a second source of income because two sources of income are better than one source of income. I've seen a lot of people pushing people to become full-time traders. No, not required. You can become a full-time trader after you retire, or if you are making same two times the profits from the stock market that you make from your salary, or you are a full-time housewife and you want to, you know, make sure you do something creative also. Otherwise, I always recommend job plus stock market or business plus stock market. So, like, these are the various asset classes. We'll be focusing on the stock market today. And why become a trader or investor? It is a brilliant profession. In my next life also, I'll prefer to become this only. Now, this is the mechanism of the stock market. Let's understand the mechanism of the stock market. The stock market is based on ask and bid. It is a ask and a bid driven market. So, in this, there is a buyer, there is a seller. Who creates and controls these markets? The FIIs, the mutual funds, the insurance companies, the banks, the corporates, and the big brokers. They are the one who create this market. Now, what are the different kind of markets you can trade? You can trade the stock market. In the stock market, you can only trade the up direction. When the price is going up, you make money. When the price is going down, you lose money. You know. Then there is a derivative market, which is composed of futures and options. In futures, you can trade two direction, upside direction and downside direction. And in options, you can trade three directions, upside, downsides, and sideways. So, and then there is a commodity market, which is a very good market in India. It is open till 11:30 in the night. You can trade agro commodities and non-agro commodities. And the non-agro commodities is where the real money is. There are metals, five metals. There are two energy, natural gas and crude oil. And there are two bullion, which is gold and silver. Then there is a forex market. There is an international forex market. There is an Indian forex market that you can trade. Now, what types of trading can you do? You can do four different types of trading. You can do intraday trading, which is a one-day trading, morning till evening. Then you can do swing trading, which is about a 10 days of trading. 2 days to 10 days is called swing trades. Then there is positional trading, where your trading can last for a few weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. And then there is portfolio building, and portfolio building can last for months to years. And now, the very base concept that we have to understand before we dig even deeper is, you know, what is intraday, what is swing, what is positional, what is portfolio, and how this market is very different from the debt market. You know, Deepak say, will we get this presentation? Should we make, please make notes, Deepak. That's always the best way of learning. Okay. Yes. Now, what is your target? Your target is become a rule-based, process-driven, fearless trader and investor. How? By learning the 9 dimensions of the market. This market has 9 dimensions. What are your friends in this market? Balance sheet, technical chart, and risk management. Who is your enemy in this market? Your emotions, dependency on others, and looking for a shortcut, and a lack of skill. Let's pick up here. This is my website, pathfinderstrainings.com. Let's go to my YouTube channel here. This is my YouTube channel. Now, this is my video 3 days back. I do regular analysis and put it on my YouTube. Selling starts again, target 20,300. And where is the market now? Let's look at the global stock market, which fell 5% yesterday also. And Gift Nifty is already at 22,343. And if you go a little back in this, let's say if I move, let's pick up. Just 1 minute. I'm looking for a particular video. If I can get it. This is about 5 months ago. The sell. And here we are looking out for a crash. So this is the time we exited our full portfolio. So I'll just share this with you here. This one. Yeah, that is Rohan, one of my best coaches now. Great, guys. So now let's first understand the very basics of this market. Base समझते हैं, and then we will dig a little deeper here. I'll start by portfolio building and trading together. Okay. So let's move in here and understand this market. Yes. Let's open the market. This is our market. And let's look at this market. This is the market. And this is COVID. This is COVID. And from here, if we see, the market broke out from here and started moving up. During this time, there was one process going on all over the world, which was all the countries were printing a lot of money. So the currency became devalued. And whenever currency becomes devalued, gold starts going up. Classic case that the stock market is likely to crash is to look at gold. There is a strong correlation. If we check out gold at the same period, let's look at gold in the same period. And we see what happened to gold after that. Look at gold. Gold started losing money right here. This is what gold has done. Gold started moving and touched a high of 90,000 rupee. This is a classic case that artificial money is being printed and a lot of that is flowing into the stock market. The whole world is getting inflated and the stock market is on a bubble. Classic example. In a regular market, in a regular world, there is an inverse correlation between the stock market and gold. There's an inverse correlation, but this is a very interesting thing that is happening. So what happened to the market now? Let's understand. Now, many people think, oh, now is enough. Now I will start. No, sir. The story is not finishing here. If we see here, from this place, the market started moving up, and now the market is correcting. We are the bull run. We are a nicely doing economy. We got the lowest tariffs. But the fact is, we will still have a healthy 38% retracement in the market. So get ready for this level. This is the likely level of the market in this year, 19,108 rupees. So that's number one. Let's understand the risk of the market now. Let's say there are four forms of trading: intraday, swing, positional, and portfolio building. Let's say you are trading Reliance for a single day. In second scenario, you are holding Reliance for 5 years. Which one is less risky? Which one is more risky? Chalo, answer this. In scenario one, you are holding Reliance for just a single day intraday trading. Yeah. Now, Rohan Patil gave the first wrong answer. He said 5 years is less risky. Now, Ram Kush says holding for longer term is less risky. And Ketan Sharma, one of my students and coaches, he said, sir, intraday is less risky. इसको समझ डाला तो स्टॉक मार्केट झिंगर डाला बराबर. Now let's understand. Let's go to Reliance. Let me see. I move here to Reliance and let's understand. Yes, guys, would you like a shortcut or a long cut? Which cut will you prefer? Most people try to give a shortcut. I have no shortcuts. But with long cut, your next generation will not have to do a job. मेरे लॉन्ग कट से आपकी अगली जनरेशन को जॉब करने की जरूरत नहीं है. शॉर्टकट मुझे आता भी नहीं है. Right? Now, let's see here. Let's understand the very concept of the market. And let's first understand a very important indicator called ATR. ATR is called average true range. It's called average true range. Now, this is the base indicator that needs to be understood. Guys, I am taking it a little slow, a lot of newcomers here. Is it okay if my session extends by 15-20 minutes? Because it looks unlikely I'll finish by 1 o'clock. Fine. That's fine. I'll try to finish by 1. Fine. Average true range. Now, this is the average movement Reliance does in a day or any stock does in a day. Now, I move here and add ATR here. Short graph. And apply. Now, let's see, show data window. In a single day, if I change to Reliance, Reliance moves 23 rupees on an average, per day. So what is your risk per day in Reliance? 23 rupees. How much is 23 rupees? 23 rupees is about 2%. 12 rupees is 1%. 24 rupees is 2%. So your risk if you trade Reliance intraday is 2% per day. Now, if I go to the weekly chart of Reliance, means I'm holding Reliance for 1 week. It can go up also, it can go down also. So 12 fives are 60. How much has risk become? Now risk has become 5%. Has the risk increased or decreased, guys? Has the risk increased or decreased? Right? लिखोगे तो सीखोगे. लिखोगे तो सीखोगे. Right? Increased. This is a paradigm shift. Stock market starts from here. Now, let's say I'm holding Reliance for 1 month. In 1 month, Reliance moves 120 rupees. So 12 tens are 120. So your risk becomes 10%. So in intraday, you had a 2% risk. In swing, you had a 5% risk. In intraday, you had a 10% risk. And if you hold Reliance for a whole year, then Reliance will move 250 rupees up or down. So your risk will be about 22%. So now tell me which one is more risky, intraday or portfolio building? Tell me. Portfolio, absolutely brilliant. Now I'll ask you another question. Given a choice for your long-term portfolio, existing students, please do not answer. For your long-term portfolio, would you like to buy, I'll run a poll. Would you like to buy Reliance Industries or Chaman Lal Shethia? I'll just launch the poll. Which stock will you buy for your long-term portfolio, Reliance Industries or Chaman Lal Shethia? See, most people are saying Reliance Industries. Okay. Now, all those who said Reliance Industry, Chaman Lal Shethia, mostly my students, why did you say Reliance Industries? You said Reliance Industries only because you're familiar with it. That's all, nothing else. You have never seen the balance sheet of Reliance Industries. आपका assumption है कि वो अच्छा है. Now, there is a very interesting concept in stock market called perception versus facts. Perception versus facts. Okay, guys, I'll finish by one. I'll plan according to that. Many people say we have planned to go out at one. No issue. I'll finish by one. So, perception versus facts. So, what is perception? Well, we have an image. Like, for example, when I got selected in IIT Roorkee, you know, my father was very proud. He was a famous scientist, this Lifebuoy soap of Hindustan Liver. My dad is the inventor of the soap. His photo is there, my late father and mother. And this organic fuels in airplanes that goes. So he is one of the team members who invented that in Indian Institute of Petroleum, Dehradun. His specialization was jojoba oils. So when I got selected for IIT, he called me and said, "Dekh, तू ना रुड़की जा रहा है, हम मिडिल क्लास लोग, so stay away from bad habits like smoking, drinking, drugs, stock markets." So बाकी तो पता था. तो I asked him, "Dad, ये stock market क्या होता है?" बोलता, "पता तो मुझे भी नहीं है, पर कोई गैम्बलिंग होती है और जो भी वहां जाता है उसका पैसा खत्म हो जाता है. हम मिडिल क्लास लोग हैं, हम गैम्बलिंग नहीं करते." So at a tender age, a very young age, it was drilled down in my head that stock market means gambling. So till the age of 38, I had nothing to do with the stock market. And when I was in Sri Lanka working on the Hooghly-Ganga hydropower project from 2000 to 2004 roughly. So then I met Jeffrey in one of the parties in Colombo. We became very good friends. I said, I'm Yogeshwar, geotechnical engineer. And he said, I'm Jeffrey and I'm a stock market trader. We became very good friends. One day he said, yeah, when we are talking about your profession, we talk a lot. But the moment we talk about my profession, you change the subject. Why is that? I said, because I don't want to talk about you being a gambler. It's okay. I don't mind. My friends can have bad habit. He said, what a bad habit? I said, you are a gambler. He said, who told you I'm a gambler? I said, my dad told me. He said, did your dad knew anything about stock market? I said, no. And then he called me into his trading room. He traded in front of me for about 8 hours. He was trading crude oil, US markets. At that time, I was very proud of my salary, which was about 4 lakh rupees a month, US dollar, tax free. And he made that money in front of me in crude oil. And then he talked to me about risk management and charting and fundamental analysis. And I was hooked. And then I trained myself in Pristine Academy of USA for 5 years, came back to India and became a full-time trader. So perception versus facts is what is very important. Now let's go and see this live perception versus facts. Let's look at the last 3 years of Reliance. How much money has Reliance given you in the last 3 years? 22 to 25 now. So the money that Reliance has given you in the last 5 years is zero. That in fact, it is negative. It is negative. 3 years ago, on an average, you would have bought Reliance somewhere around this level. And today, Reliance is somewhere around this level. You would be running a loss. You would be running a loss. This is the fact. Your perception was it is a great company. Fact is it is a lousy company. Now, let's go to Chamanlal Shethiya. Why didn't you say Chamanlal Shethiya? क्योंकि आपने कभी नाम ही नहीं सुना है. You have never heard the name. So let's go to Chamanlal Shethiya. Chamanlal Shethiya, and look at Chamanlal Shethiya. About 3 years ago, it was at 115 and it has gone to 308 and now it is at 299. And let's see in the same time, what was the profit you got? It was 184 rupees divided by 115 rupees into 100 divided by 3. It gave you a return of 53% per year. Now I will run the poll again and I want you to participate in that again. Now I say, which stock will you buy for your portfolio? And oh, I can run a poll only once, not twice. So now everybody would like to buy a stock like you know, Chamanlal Shethiya. We made a lot of money in another stock called Suraj Products. If you look at Suraj Product, we bought at about here. We bought Suraj Product at about 92 rupees and we exited Suraj Products at 845 rupees. So, and we have these different kind of stocks. I'll come to that later. But let's first understand the whole concept of risk management. I'll teach you how to find these kind of stocks, but let's focus on the base concept. What is the order of learning? Order of learning stock market. The order of learning stock market. Learning की spelling गलत है. First, you learn risk management. You know, even before that, there is one more which is called financial goal setting. Then you do risk management. You learn risk management. Then you learn fundamental analysis. And then you learn technical analysis. Only when you become proficient in these four things will you be profitable, because you will understand the psychology of trading. You will understand the psychology. Spelling galat ho rahi. You'll understand PHYCHO, psychology of trading. So that's the key to the stock market. Let's go back to Reliance. Move here. And let's understand first in 10 minutes risk management. 10 minutes में risk management का सबसे base concept सीख लेते हैं. Now, let's see Reliance, let's say around this level. This is Reliance here. Reliance is moving down, and here at this level, Reliance make a pattern called double bottom. Also called a accumulation. Right? So Reliance made a double bottom, also called an accumulation zone. And what are the two choices you have in the stock market? The only choice you have when you are in the stock market, especially stocks, is you can either choose to buy stock or you can choose not to buy stocks, right? Let's say you decide you have 1 lakh rupees and you want to buy Reliance for 1 lakh rupees. So in 1 lakh rupees, how many Reliance will you get? 1 lakh divided by, let's say at the end the price was 1193. You can buy about 83 stocks. You can buy. So you decide to buy 83 Reliance stocks. Now tell me, is it guaranteed that Reliance will go up after this? Yes or no? Is it guaranteed that the Reliance will go up after this? Yes or no? No, of course no. Now, let's see FD. Now, let's go to FD. FD, invest rupees 1 lakh at the rate 7% per year. At the rate 7% per year. Is this 7% guaranteed? Yes or no? In FD, is this 7% guaranteed? Yes, it is guaranteed. Of course, it is guaranteed until unless you are so unlucky that the bank closes down. But even 1 lakh, the government will give you back from the protection money. So let's understand. When you buy FD, risk finishes. When you buy FD, risk finishes. When you buy a stock, When you buy a stock, risk starts. When you buy a stock, risk starts. Right? And risk starts and finishes only when you exit. Finishes only when you exit, right? As long as you are in the stock, your risk remains. Now, there are two kinds of risk. If you look at risk, there are two kinds of risk. First is called negative risk. Negative risk, which is what is? This is loss. Loss is called a negative risk. Then you have a positive risk. And positive risk is called PRO, profit. Which profit? Unbooked profit. Unbooked. It is unbooked profit. Is this concept clear to everybody? There are two kinds of risk. One is negative risk, which is loss risk, and other is profit risk, which is unbooked profit risk. यहां से स्टॉक मार्केट शुरू होता है. यदि आपने ये स्किप कर दिया तो आपके स्टॉक मार्केट में आप जिंदगी में पैसा नहीं कमा पाओगे. सर पटक लोगे तो भी नहीं कमा पाओगे. Right? So this is, now let's understand this with an example. So we said we are going to buy Reliance here, 83. Now, what are the two possibilities? The two possibilities is Reliance can either go up or Reliance can go down. You have invested 1 lakh rupees in Reliance. What is the maximum amount of money you can lose? Yeah, right in the chat box. आपने 1 लाख रुपए रिलायंस में इन्वेस्ट किए हैं, आप मैक्सिमम कितना पैसा लॉस कर सकते हैं? 1 lakh, exactly. You can lose full 1 lakh rupees. 100% risk है. So that means you can have two kind of losses. What is a small loss? What is a small loss? Small loss is a loss that is maximum 5% of your capital. Maximum 5% of your capital. So now here, how many stocks have you bought? 83. So you can put a stop loss equivalent to 5,000 rupees, let's say a little below here. I have put a stop loss here in this one, somewhere around this level. Let's say I take about 10 rupees of risk. Okay. And I buy 50 stocks. This is called position sizing. That I cannot do 83, I'll do 50 stocks. So I put a, so what I have did, I have planned my small loss. Planned my small loss. Planned my small loss. Are you liking the session so far, guys? Write yes in the chat box. If you're liking the session, write no if you're not liking. Right? Fantastic. Thank you. So I planned my small loss. So now tell me, can I lose 100% now? Can I lose 100% now? No, exactly. I cannot lose 100% now in this. And now, let's say I said I will get out whenever Reliance reaches this level here, right? Reliance reaches this level, which is a double top. What is this? What will this become? This will become a double top. This is a double top. So what have I done? I planned my entry. I planned my stop loss and I planned my exit. So tell me, am I emotional or am I logical? Am I emotional or am I logical? I'm very logical. I'm logical. स्टॉक मार्केट में सिर्फ लॉजिक्स काम आता है. शादीशुदा जिंदगी में लॉजिक काम नहीं आता है, वहां इमोशन चलता है. बराबर है. तो आप अपनी शादीशुदा जिंदगी की हैबिट स्टॉक मार्केट में लेके मत आइएगा प्लीज, बिकॉज मोस्ट पीपल डू इमोशनल ट्रेडिंग and in the process they lose a lot of money, especially in options. How many of you have lost money either in stocks or in futures or in options? Write the word loss in the chat box if you have lost money. Right? So many of you, I'll not name you guys and it is personal, but I'm so sorry for your loss and I wish I can help you to recover it. Because it can be recovered provided you change from emotional to logical. From emotional to logical. Now, let's understand more of this concept now. Now, if you see here on this, here the market took my stop loss. How will you feel now? Good or bad? How will you feel now? Good or bad? I'm purposely taking the loss first. You'll feel very bad, of course. So you lost 5,000 rupees here. Now, when it went down, it formed a very potential pattern called inverted hanging man. Inverted hanging man. And I said, okay, this looks like a oversold Reliance. And let me go and work again, take my trade because this looks like another opportunity to enter. And I plan my stop loss again here. Let's say I again plan my 5% loss in this. Remember, in first one, how much money have I lost? 5,000 rupees. Now, I move and I see Reliance has moved up. So now, has my risk increased or decreased? Chalo, tell me. Has my risk increased or decreased? इंक्रीज डिक्रीज वाला आंसर गलत है. वसंत दलवी, तुमने कैसे आंसर दिया ये वाला? तुम मेरे स्टूडेंट हो, फोन करना मुझे. स्टूडेंट ऐसा आंसर नहीं दे सकते, न्यू कमर दे सकते हैं. So because it has increased, why has it increased? Earlier you had here, what is the risk? Capital risk. Here you have a risk of capital. You have a capital risk of 5%. You have a capital risk of 5% here. And now you are in profit. So tell me now, what is your risk? Your risk is capital plus unbooked profit. क्योंकि ये प्रॉफिट अभी आपने बुक नहीं किया है. ये वाला प्रॉफिट अभी आपने बुक नहीं किया है, इसीलिए कभी भी लॉस में कन्वर्ट हो सकता है. How many of you wished you had sold your portfolio 4 months back because now the value has gone down? Yes, how many of you said, well, I wish I had sold my portfolio? We sold 4 months ago in my investors club. I'll show you that after some time. Clear now? Abhi, the price, next day, what happened? My profit got booked. My profit got booked. And how much money did I make? I made 71. My profit was 71 rupees here. So my risk was how much? Just 5,000 rupees. But how much profit did I make? 35,000 rupees. 7 fives are 35. Now, trade one. Trade one. Result, loss, amount, 5,000. Now, trade two. TRA, trade two. And I say profit, 35,000. So, result, net result, net result is plus 30,000 profit. And what is my success rate? Success rate is 50% only. Success rate is 50% only. Success rate 50% only. मेरी spelling थोड़ी कुछ गलत हो रही है. It's okay. So, is 50% only. Is this concept clear to everybody? I'll suggest you take a screenshot of this. इसका एक फोटो या स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्लाइड है. रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं मिलने वाली. So please इसका आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए. So now to do this, do I have to sit in front of the market every day? Not really. If I go here, let's say in this, and I said, well, I want to do an intraday trade in Reliance. Let's say here, this is, and I create an automated strategy in this. And in that automated strategy, let's say I create a two-leg strategy in this called Reliance future profits intraday. And I say Reliance requires about a lakh rupees. So I am switching. I'll just make a strategy. This you get once you are in the course, you learn all this, but let me give you a demonstration. And I put in my parameters here. I'm putting all my parameters in this. And I'm creating a algo in this. With Reliance Future. With Reliance Future. And here say I'll not even work on a 5,000 rupees of risk. I'll work only on 2,500 rupees of risk in this. And I just create a strategy here. I backtest it. The days of sitting in front of the market are gone. आराम से job करो, आराम से पैसा कमाओ. So here now it is saying यदि ये method से मैंने पिछले एक साल trading करी होती, so here modify advance and capital required is 1 lakh rupees. I forgot to put the capital there. So I'm backtesting it with 1 lakh. What if I was practicing this strategy with about 1 lakh rupees of there, and it says it is a strategy which is not successful. आपको दूसरे तरीके से आना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे इस पे, and here in this, let's say we move similarly, तो मैं कहा ये वाली काम नहीं करेगी. But yesterday I made a similar strategy in Bank Nifty. I teach this in the class, where capital requirement is only 31,000, drawdown is only 5%, and the return on investment is 819%, yearly 782%. So the first one will not work, but this one will work beautifully. So how will you find this kind of stocks? So let's first understand what are the stocks that are used for trading and what are the stocks that are used for investing. Now, if I go here in this screener, let's look at screens and create a new screen. What are the total number of stocks in the stock market? About 4,900 something. Let's check. Market capitalization greater than 0. So how many companies are there? 4,924. Now, out of this, which are the companies in which you should do trading? These are the companies which are called blue chip companies, where market capitalization is greater than 50,000 crores. And these are 163 companies: Nestle India, Colgate, Lloyds, Life Insurance, Coal India. Unfortunately, आप इन सबको पोर्टफोलियो में खरीदते हो. ये पोर्टफोलियो में खरीदने के लिए हैं ही नहीं. They're not there for the portfolio. So, all this. And what are the companies that you use to build portfolios? These are the companies with market cap less than 50,000 crores. What are these companies? These are micro cap companies, small cap companies, mid cap companies, and the company that just started becoming large caps. And in these companies, you will find gems, diamonds. In 1980, Reliance was a micro cap company. In 1980, Infosys was not even existing. In 1990, it was a micro cap and a small cap company. छोटे से ही बड़ा होता है. छोटी कंपनियों में ग्रोथ ज्यादा है, बड़ी कंपनियों में ग्रोथ कम है. Right? So, if we move here, अब यह थोड़ा सा फिल्टर करते हैं, and let's do some common sense filtering. Would you like companies that have increasing profit, or would you like companies that have decreasing profit? बताइए, किस तरह की कंपनी आप पसंद करेंगे? जिनका प्रॉफिट बढ़ रहा है या जिनका प्रॉफिट घट रहा है? Increasing, common sense. So if you move here, so I see here EPS of the last 3 years is greater than EPS of the last 7 years. Now, how many are left? Only 1,774. So more than 60% are gone with this one single filter. आपको स्टॉक मार्केट में हर चीज के लिए प्रोसेस का इस्तेमाल करना है. Then, if I go down here, now, would you like a company which is having debt, जिसके ऊपर बहुत सारा उधार है, या आपको वो कंपनी चाहिए जिसके ऊपर उधार कम है, या वो चाहिए जिसके ऊपर उधार है ही नहीं? Would you prefer high debt, low debt, or no debt? Which one will you prefer? Very good, Ram. Zero debt. छोटी कंपनी वापस कैसे करेंगी? So I say, give me the one where debt to equity is equal to 0. Now, how many are left now? I have only 321 left. अब ये 321 में you go and now you can, how many do you want out of this? Out of this, you want 40. In your portfolio, there should be ideal 40 companies. And there can be no time better than now to start building a portfolio because market has come down a lot. And the next 2 months are ideal for starting building portfolios. So what kind of performance can portfolios give? For that, let's understand the rule of 72. Now, this is a good expectation to have from the stock market. If you're building a portfolio, 24% per year, 4 times that of the FD. And if you are doing FNO trading, technical trading, intraday and swing, then you should make about 48% from your, and all this trading should be done through algos. Manual trading, neither I do nor I recommend. Do your job, get your salary, come in the evening, analyze your charts, analyze your balance sheet, put your trades into the system, and go back to your work. And your profit should flow without you being present near the market. How many of you would like to have this kind of trading and investing? Right? Yes, in the chat box. एल्गो आपके लिए सोच नहीं सकता है, सोचना तो आपको ही पड़ेगा, पर वो आपके लिए एग्जीक्यूट कर डालेगा. It will execute it for you. That's what it can do, basically. So now, these are the 4 types of trading. Rule of 72 decides at what rate your money will grow. Pension funds, money doubles in 18 years. FD, it doubles in 12 years. PPF, it doubles in 9 years. In mutual funds, it doubles at 12 years. In portfolio, it doubles in 3 years. And in FNO, it can double every year. And this is the net result. If you put your 1 lakh rupees in a FD, in 25 years, it will just become 4.5 lakh rupees. If you put it in a mutual fund, your 1 lakh will become just 16 lakhs. But if you learn how to build a portfolio growing at 24% per year, your 1 lakh will become 4.8 crore rupees. And that's what you should go for. Is that possible? Let's first look at facts. Now, if I go here, I do evidence-based trading and investing. I do in evidence-based trading and investing. Let's check out. This is my wife's account. Here I only trade in Sheikh Khan since I started. Last year in this, I booked a profit of 2,29,000. Before that, 32 lakh rupees. We started in 2019 here, 6,000 of loss. And I have to submit this to SEBI and my chartered accountant, and I pay capital gains on this, 8,27,000, 10,22,000, minus 52,000, 32 lakhs, 2,29,000. If I go to my own account, I started in 2019 here with a capital of 1 crore rupees. I'll show you the results, but let me show you the evidence first. If somebody says, well, I have made money, ask them, show it. So 1920, small profit. Then 2021, 5 lakh 46. This is my personal account. 21-22, 9 lakh 47,000. 22-23, minus 3 lakh 16,000. 23-24, 30 lakh 97,000. 24-25, minus 2 lakh and 96,000. This year, minus 98,000. So Now, if I move to my HUF account, this will give you confidence test. There's profit, there are losses, but as long as your profits are bigger and your losses are smaller, you will do fine. 1920, small profit. 2021, 1,96,000, 3,51,000, minus 46,000, 4,12,000, minus 43,000, nothing this year. Then I have two sons, their accounts, reports, capital gains. Have patience. There's a reason I'm showing this. 1920 minus 1,66,000. You will not always make money. You will make profits, you will make losses. The key is your profits have to be bigger and your losses have to be smaller, as we saw in that example. Then 2021, 3,90,000. Then 21-22, 8,33,000. Here, minus 28,000. 5,94,000, 3,05,000, and this year nothing so far. Younger son, this is called disclosure. I'm disclosing my profits and losses because you have a right to know it. Because if I say I can coach you, I can teach you, I should show you my profits and losses. How many of you agree to that? But there are lots so many scams around in the market these days. So I think this is the right thing to do. Got it? So, and I'm one of the oldest stock market trainers in India. 22, 23, 23, 24, 5,42,000. Then here, 2,55,000. This year, so far, nothing. Then I have two company accounts, Pathfinder's Tradings and Pathfinder Trainings. And this is, didn't exist at that time. Then here, 14,000. I don't do much portfolio building in company account, 60,000. 1,45,000. These are used more for trading, 16,000 and 3,000. And the last one here, you should see reports capital gains here, 1,660, 18, 19, nothing, 19, 20, nothing, 21, 22, nothing, 22, 23, minus 2,000, 23, 24, 6,06,000, 24, 25, 8,000. This year, 1,660. And if I compile all of them together, then this would be the result. So this is, first I showed you the evidence. Now let's see what is the possibility. If I can do it, I'm an engineer, so can you. Okay. So I started on 24th October 2019 with a capital of 1 crore rupees in all the accounts together. The current value of this 1 crore has become 3 crore 15 lakh and 24,000 rupees. I currently hold only 9 lakh rupees in stocks and 3 crore 15 lakh is cash, right? And in this cash, since I'm a trader, I will also be withdrawing money. Last year, I withdrew 40 lakh rupees from this to fund my younger son's education in US. And this year, I withdrew 40 lakh rupees from it to buy a new office because our business is growing. So it also runs my family. I'm a full-time trader. So from portfolio building, the returns are 28.9% per year. And in FNO trading that I do regularly, there is a 43% return per year that is there. And if you see, the average returns of the market are only 14% per year. And you can see here, this is how it is moving. So this is a learnable skill, but only for people who are serious. So you have to ask yourself, am I serious or not? So those who are serious, write yes in the chat box if you are serious. And if you don't write serious in the chat box, ask yourself a question, मैं अब तक ये क्लास में बैठा क्यों हूं? Right? Okay, let's go a little further, but let me introduce myself in brief, guys. अब तक मैंने न्यू ओल्ड स्टूडेंट को तो पता है, नए नए को पता ही नहीं है मेरे बारे में थोड़ा. This is me, guys. I'm Yogeshwar Vashishtha. This is old photograph with John Bollinger, inventor of Bollinger Bands. This is my trading room where I'm sitting right now. Earlier, the sofa was not there. This is the sofa now, which I read a lot. Then I love books, so, and that is my parents. They're not there anymore, but their blessings are with me. Now, this is my NISM certification, which is mandatory. यदि कोई आपको स्टॉक मार्केट सिखा रहा है तो पूछ लो जरा आपका NISM का सर्टिफिकेशन दिखा दीजिए प्लीज. This is my MTech degree. I've done MTech from IIT Roorkee. When I passed out, it used to be University of Roorkee. Then it became a. I worked only for one company, which was Skanska, from 1992 to about 2006. Before that, I was a scientist, but that was for a small time. Then I traveled all over the world, learned stock market from Pristine Academy of USA in online course when I was in Peru. 2008, the market crashed. I made a lot of money because I'm trading options. Then this was another very interesting period from 2010 to 2012 when I became part of this international group of traders, was with them for about 2 years. Then coaching was a natural thing. At that time, coaching was missing in India. So I started evidence-based, live trading-based coaching. I always do live trading, live investing, you know, and this was my first batch. Then about more than 120 batches like this passed away, you know, and then, from 2017, we totally became online. And now I do a 4 months of online stock market training, which teaches everything. It is 4 months online trading with lifetime of mentoring. I'm telling you about that, Mukesh, right now. So this is how the course run. This is for serious people. As I said, uh, the first parameter is goal setting, financial goal setting. So when you take admission into my course, I do first a 30-minute session with you starting today. Like in the evening, I have given 4 slots today. The rest I have given on Monday. Then this 30 minutes is very important, where, we will discuss your financial situation, why you are coming to the stock market, and how will stock market help you to achieve financial goals. Trust me, if you do not have financial goals and a will and a plan and a process to achieve them, your time spent in the stock market will be pure waste. But if you do it properly, then you will go places in this one, right? Then some of you are beginners, some of you are already there. What is your current status, guys? Are you a fresher or have you learned before? Have you traded before? What is your status? Are you a fresher or have you done some trading investing before? Write in the chat box. See, most of you are freshers, some of you are old students. The course is designed for absolute freshers. I assume that you do not know anything. So we start with a 20 hours of on-demand recorded training first, which I record fresh every year. And that starts after I have had a 30-minute one-to-one Zoom session, camera open session with you, where we decide on our goals and how we will together achieve those goals. Then it takes about a month to go through this. During this time, your relationship manager, Nikhil Doshi, is available to you. Archana is available to you. Harshad is available to you. Indresh is available to you. Dhaneshwar is available to you. And I am available. I share my personal mobile number, which I'll share now also when somebody wants to pay for that. Then your in 3 months of live intraday trading will start, which will be every Tuesday, 9 to 10 in the morning. And then it is also on Friday. Yeah, Friday miss ho gaya. So it is every Tuesday and Friday in the morning, 9 to 10. And it is live where one day is focused on teaching the concepts and practical application. Second one is mentoring, answering your queries. Then portfolio building starts immediately. The moment you enter into the course, you get my list of 40 stocks. And I've shown you my portfolio building in 7 accounts live. So where my 1 crore, वही 1 crore से trading भी हुई, वही 1 crore से portfolio building भी हुई, because most people don't know that for trading you do not require money if you have a portfolio, because you can give your portfolio on rent and with that you can do your trading. Then another thing, all the trading is done by algos only. Platform is given by me, technical analysis software is given by me. Other than course fees, you have to pay nothing on this. And your work life is not affected at all. The only time I require from you is 1 hour in the night. How many of you can spare 1 hour in the night? नॉट ऑन वीकेंड वीकेंड में आराम कीजिए वीकेंड फैमिली के लिए होता है सो नो सैटरडे संडे लर्निंग मंडे टू फ्राइडे कैन यू गिव 1 hour in the night that is good enough for me because there you can check your portfolio design your strategies put your algos into the account here then live portfolio building starts and this is also you know you learn how to build portfolios find your own stocks then on Wednesday in the night, Nikhil Doshi, my top coach, best coach, he will take a, concept and learning session, 9 to 10 in the night. All live sessions are recorded and they are available to you for life. Then there is a online meditation session. Now, this might come you as a surprise to you. I believe since we only deal with our mind in stock market, you need to understand your mind and your decision making. That's why you will get online meditation sessions that you will do with me. I do not ever delegate my sessions to anybody. I take them myself only. I'm doing it for the last 17 years now. And this online meditation session is for life. It never stops. Then our live trading queries and mentoring session on Friday, 9 to 10 in the morning. It is not compulsory, it is optional. Tuesday session is, I would prefer if you are there. The Friday session, you can even listen to the recording. which is 9 to 10 in the morning, and that never finishes. It is a lifetime of access. You know, that's how this course runs. I've taught about 8,000 students so far in this. And today, Ram Navami is coming. Tomorrow is Ram Navami. So I have a very, very special offer for you. You know, instead of paying a 60,000 rupees course fees, which is my regular course fees, you can get a 75% discount, and you can get this wonderful course only for 14,999. You save 45,000 rupees on this. And this is a hardcover book by Dr. Karthik, one of my students, and who at one time was working directly under the Prime Minister now, and he has already written about 14 books, and he's an expert in Bitcoins. So he will be the one who will be teaching blockchains and Bitcoins, basically. So this book, physical copy is not available. There were 1,000 copies published. I bought all of them. मैंने कार्तिक से सारी खरीद ली. It is not available at all, not even on Amazon. So I will send you a physical copy of this book when you go for the course. So this is the offer I have today. And my site is, let me just give you my site here. This is my site where all my courses are listed. And this is the course. All the details of this 4 months course with lifetime of live trading and mentoring. I'll share the link with you. But today you don't have to pay 60,000 rupees. The 60,000 rupees value due to Ram Navami, you're getting only in 14,999. You have two ways of paying it. This is the algos, guys, the result of the traders. They are tradings. You can see the results, positive results for everybody in this one. And you will get this platform along with the course, no extra charges on this one. So you have two ways to pay this 1499. Number one, you can do a 14,999 GPay, GPay, phone pay. This offer is available only in this class. Outside the class, it is not available. Or Paytm on the mobile number 9967070595. This is choice number one that I am sharing. You save 45,000 rupees. Your other choice is you can do a payment by Razorpay. I will share you this link also. And this is a Razorpay link on this. I have 4 slots available today for one-to-one. The rest will be on Monday and Tuesday. So those who want to be part of this process, build a solid portfolio, and you also want to get, returns like this, then go ahead and join the course. This offer is available only till this session lasts. Okay. It's 12:53, guys. I promised I'll finish by 1. So I teach everything in this class. So any questions you have now, you can ask me now. Any queries, any questions you have, you can ask me. And I would strongly recommend learn stock market properly. And there are hardly anybody who teaches with live trading. Now, Rafi say, what is the minimum amount to start with? Not, I think, even a 5,000 rupees is good enough, Rafi. And with my algo platform, you don't start with real money at all. You start first with virtual money. Portfolio building is to be started with real money, but that you do with once you have done the payment, guys. I've already received 2 payments here on this one. So, and this is available only for the next 10 minutes. Let's keep it 10 minutes. Let's put a 10-minute timer on this so that people are not late. So I'm putting a 10-minute timer and I am, you know, working on this one. Yes, guys. What is the minimum amount to start with? You can start with very less, because option buying requires very less money. Option buying requires only 5 to 10,000. Like one of the strategies that I'll be giving you requires only 30,000 rupees. But gradually later on, when you learn, you should do option writing also. Option writing requires at least about a lakh of rupees. Then you will do portfolio building. And my suggestion is 20% of your salary should go in building portfolios. 20%. Yes, yes, that's correct. And this, you cannot have a time better than this to learn stock market because the whole market has come down. Just a minute, I'll run a small poll. Just a minute. As I've just launched, I would like your feedback. Whether you buy, you don't buy, that's your choice. But if you can give me a feedback, how you like this training, and if you are, thank you for giving me a lot of 5 stars now and 4 stars. But I have one person who has given me a 2 star. Guys, आपसे तो मैं जरूर बात करूंगा ताकि पता तो लगे मैं अपने स्टार कैसे improve करूंगा. My focus is never on the 5 stars. My focus is on that 1 2 star that I get or a 1 3 star that I get, so that I know how can I improve on that. Guys, those who have paid, please write in the chat box because I will not have everything with me. Some goes directly inside. 7 minutes left. And stock market may you can another thing that you have to learn in trading is technical analysis. Like for example, if I pick up here and I want to know what are good stocks to buy on Monday morning. So since the market is going down, I'll be looking for stocks to buy. And it says, okay, these are the ones which have become attractive. So what is this? This is stock filtering. I say, show me stocks where ADX is less than 20. And I'm also looking at, let's say, a RSI less than 30. So I'm getting now in this one. So these are the 4 stocks which have become very attractive buys now. Now, Mohammed, can we access the algo trading platform for a lifetime with that 15K? Yes, Mohammed. The access of everything here is lifetime. The trading is for lifetime. The algo is for lifetime. The course, the portfolio building is for 4 months. After that, you will have to join the investors club. So, but trading and algos are lifetime. Now, Rafi said, thanks for the reply, sir. I am trading from 2021 and lost all my savings, nearly 10 lakhs. I'm not a fresher. I'm in the middle of ocean. Does this really help me by changing my mindset and recover my loss? Yes, Rafi. If you don't want to die with a loss on your head, do you? How many of you want to die with a loss on your head? That's a thought I have. You know, it is not settings. There, Ram Kosh, don't look for a shortcut. Learn. मैं आपको एक ADX और RSI की सेटिंग बता दूंगा अभी, और 3 दिन में मार्केट बदल जाएगा, फिर क्या करोगे? वही सेटिंग में लॉस होने वाला है। यदि आप एक पढ़े लिखे और अनपढ़ में क्या फर्क है? एक पढ़े लिखे और अनपढ़ में जो फर्क है वो सिर्फ लर्निंग का है। स्टॉक मार्केट में लर्नड पीपल, स्किल्ड पीपल मेक मनी फ्रॉम द अनस्किल्ड पीपल। सो विच category you want to be? Do you want to make money? Do you want to lose money? That is up to you. Now, Dhananjay say how to swing on algo and amount required to do the same. Dhananjay, the same money is distributed in intraday and swing. Many people don't like intraday. You can do swing. There is no mini. You can, if you want to do stocks, there is no minimum amount. You can start as low as possible. But if you want to do futures and options, the minimum amount required is 2 lakh rupees now. If you want to do call buying and put buying, then maybe a 10, 15,000 rupees is enough, but then your risk becomes very high. Got it? Okay, guys, I think we have a few minutes left. Yeah, 3 minutes left now. Then I will close, and this offer will also close. So your last chance to get this offer, where you get a 75% discount on my course. Fine. And last 3 minutes left. I really appreciate you people coming in my class, learning stock market, and I started with risk management. You learn here how to build portfolio. You learn here how to do trading, how to do algos, how to do everything. But then my role is 25%. Your role is 75%. Got it? Guys, I can take only one last payment. I've got about 7 payments so far. I don't think I can have more than that. So 2 minutes and one last payment. After that, the price will become the regular 60,000 rupees. The last one I'm getting is from Sheikh Jehan. So one last payment only, and 2 minutes to. I'm sitting for your queries and questions. In 2 minutes, we will finish the session. Recordings I don't send, so I hope you have made your notes. I always finish with a 5 minute of meditation after this. And meditation is not compulsory. You can leave if you want after this, because then I'll be going into a 5 minutes of meditation. I teach a meditation method by which your health improves instantly. How many of you would like to learn that method, guys? एक method है जिससे आपके एनर्जी लेवल 50% बढ़ जाते हैं एवरीडे। सौरभ मानवी पुण्य ट्रेडर और यू वांट टू नो? आई डोंट। इसके बाद करते हैं, 1 मिनट खत्म हो जाए, then we will work on this one here. Okay, great guys. So let's spend next 5 to 10 minutes learning a very powerful method. Now, if you'll go here in this, I teach a lot of, if you'll move into my here, last one here, this is one session. I am an avid meditator, and this is one session you might want to look into meditation. Rafi say, I paid, please confirm. Rafi, I've got yours. Yes, thanks on this. Now, what happens? Let's do with a very simple exercise here. Let's do a very simple exercise. Okay, so fine, guys. Now we have 10 minutes for, meditation. You still have 10 minutes. Eh? I'm still giving 10 minutes more. But now we are going from stock market to mind. Okay. Do you know कि आपको पता है कि आप 1 मिनट में कितनी सांसें लेते हो? Let's do something very simple. How many breaths do you take per minute? चलो, write down in the chat box. About 15 to 20. अभी चलो वो टेस्ट कर लेते हैं। अभी बैठ के उसको अभी टेस्ट कर लेते हैं। Utilities. Okay, somebody says, can you show some algo problem? Yeah, I can show you algo problem. See here, this is my uh, algo account here. And here I have these strategies going on. Okay, these are the strategies going on. And this is my monthly profits. 1,91,000, 2,98,000, 2,05,000 minus 98,000. So now 50 lakh rupees in 4 months, roughly 5,96,000 through algo trading. But let's go here now. Now I want you to count your breath. You know, सिंपल समझ लीजिए, आपको सिर्फ अपनी नेचुरल ब्रेथ काउंट करनी है। सांस अंदर गई और बाहर आई तो एक सांस, सांस अंदर गई और बाहर आई तो एक सांस। और मैं जब बोलूंगा तो काउंट करना शुरू करना है। गेट रेडी, स्टार्ट काउंटिंग योर ब्रेथ्स नाउ। स्टॉप। राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स, आप कितनी सांसें एक मिनट में आपने ली? राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स, हाउ मेनी ब्रेथ्स डिड यू टेक? अमित सिंह सेड 26। अमित, ब्लड प्रेशर, डायबिटीज सब हो जाएगा अगर ऑलरेडी नहीं है तो। संत कुमार 24, रफी 26। दीज आर वार्निंग साइंस। दीपक छाबरा 11, वेरी गुड। देन आई हैव राम कुश 12, वेरी गुड। डू यू नो the average breaths of a human being are about 12 to 15. If they become 15 to 20, you are becoming agitated. More than 20 is warning signs. Now, let's ask ChatGPT. I'll go to ChatGPT and I ask ChatGPT, hey, now, but before that, we will do one other thing now. Now, we will breathe slow and deep. सिंपल, स्लो एंड ब्रीथ। सो हाउ विल यू ब्रीथ स्लो एंड डीप? सेम करना है आपको, लेकिन इस बार आपको आंख बंद करके पेट से लेके छाती में अंदर तक गहरी सांस लेनी। फिर अंदर उसको 4 सेकंड रोकना है, काउंटिंग 1, 2, 3, 4, और फिर धीरे धीरे बाहर छोड़, और अंदर जाके रोक के, और जब बाहर आपने छोड़ी तो एक सांस होती। तो आपको सिमिलरली वो करनी है, हम ये दोबारा करेंगे। सिट स्ट्रेट, आपकी रीढ़ की हड्डी सीधी होनी चाहिए। सिट स्ट्रेट, क्लोज योर आईज, गेट रेडी फॉर डीप ब्रीदिंग। डीप ब्रीदिंग के लिए रेडी हो जाइए। स्टार्ट डीप ब्रीदिंग एंड काउंटिंग नाउ। Stop. Now write, how many breaths did you take? अभी चैट बॉक्स में लिखिए, आपकी कितनी ब्रेथ हुई? SR अग्रवाल 6, संत कुमार 5, प्लीज पार्टिसिपेट। अमित सिंह 7, दीपक छाबरा 5। सिमिलरली आपका कितना ड्रॉप हुआ? 75% ड्रॉप। अभी यहाँ हम चैट जीपीटी को बोलते हैं, व्हाट बेनिफिट्स डू आई गेट इफ आई रिड्यूस my number of breaths from 20 to 5 per minute. Let's ask the AI. She say, it says reducing your number of breaths from 20 to 5 per minute can have profound benefits for your physical, mental, emotional, and even spiritual well-being. Here is what happens when you slow your breathing this way. Physical benefits: activates the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS, puts your body into a rest and digest state, reduces heart rate and blood pressure, enhances digestion and recovery, improved oxygen utilization. Slower breathing allows more time for oxygen exchange in the lungs. More oxygen reaches your cells, improving overall energy levels. Strengthens respiratory muscles. You know, diaphragmatic breathing improves lung capacity and efficiency. Reduce inflation. Chronic overbreathing is linked with stress and inflammation. Slow breathing helps reverse that. What are the mental and emotional benefits? Reduce stress and anxiety. Slow breathing directly lowers cortisol levels, helps manage mood swings and emotional triggers. Increase focus and clarity, calms the mental chatter, enhances concentration and mindfulness. Better sleep triggers melatonin release, prepares your body for restful sleep, especially if practiced before bed. Then deepens your meditation practice and access to altered states of consciousness. And you do not have to believe in a God or anything. If you are having blood pressure, diabetes, anxiety, stomach disorders, a lot of chatter in your mind, high stress levels, then just a 10 minutes of deep breathing in the morning and 10 minutes of deep breathing in the evening will do that. I start my day at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm a 4 o'clock guy. We belong to a club called 5 a.m. Club. There's a book by Robin Sharma called The 5 a.m. Club. I like the concept. So I created my own 5 a.m. club. This is for people who become active at 5 o'clock, not get up at 5 o'clock. Become active at 5 o'clock. You're finished with your regular work. And so my standard, I get up at 4. I get ready by 4:30. Then 4:30 to 5 o'clock, I do deep breathing. 30 minutes of deep breathing I do every day. After that, I do Kriya Yoga. You see here, that's Kriya Yoga. And 1 hour I do Kriya Yoga, an hour of Kriya Yoga. And then I make a cup of tea for myself, wake up my wife. पूरे दिन की चाय तो मैंने ही उसको पिलाई है, खाना उसने खिलाया, चाय मैंने पिलाई. And then we have a small garden outside. So we just go and lovely talk to our plants. 7 o'clock, I go to gym. 7 to 8, my trainer trains me. I come back. And stock market, I go at 9 o'clock. And the time I spend in stock market is 90 minutes per day only. 9 to 10 in the morning and 3 to 3:30 before the market closes. In between, I do other work, other stuff. So I believe if properly done, stock market incomes can give you a work-life balance. Most people have a screwed work-life balance. And it's simple. That's why in my course, mine is the only course where you get 1 hour of deep breathing and meditation every Thursday night, 9:30 to 10:30 for life. Never finishes. Live trading with me never finishes. So let's now do 10 minutes of deep breathing here.